Truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys about to mass up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on Rap a Lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Here we go.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Big 13. Big 13.
On 2nd and 10, Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Hardman on the return. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. The Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Off play action, Fields. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Fields. Rolling to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off, Byron Jones. And the Giants are going to take over here up near the 40. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Second down, and it's Kamara again. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all. I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Fields. He's going to look deep for Watkins. This is caught inside the 15. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Quez Watkins, touchdown number 15 of the year, as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Burrow. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's out right at the 25. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. That reception, his 600th NFL catch. Congratulations. Quite the accomplishment. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to find his tight end, Kelce, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. On play action, Fields. 20. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Mostert. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Fields now to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And, oh, that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields going deep here for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown. Seattle. Quez Watkins, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McPherson on for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. They'll get this out to Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Here's Fields. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Well, he's got a big leg, and when everything comes together, he can certainly hit from long range, but this one's going to come up just a little bit short. A very good effort, though.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Odell Beckham Jr. with a diving grab. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go. And, of course, they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. Butker's kick here is good. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Flushed out right. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, can. 11 mighty.
Now Burrow. A diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10 from the gun. It's a run for Kamara. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, touchdown Giants! DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st down, it's Fields. And open, that's Calvin Ridley. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Certainly worth noting he's now one catch away from 600. He's at 599 in his career. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And this is caught by Watkins.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Quez Watkins. 46 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. It's a run with Mostert. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
From the 27, Burrow on the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 41, Burrow. That is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Going deep here for Watkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Quez Watkins, 40 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. They'll roll him out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Burrow. And his throw here's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Kevin Huber now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Here's Hardman to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Calvin Ridley. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Burrow on play action. He will find his man Chase complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Play action. It's Burrow. Hopkins making the catch. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now Burrow on 1st down. And his pass incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check back 11, check back 11. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Now it's Burrow. And the catch made by Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Giants get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. On second down, Mostert. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. He's got a man, complete. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. Now a first down throw, Fields. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. The veteran Jason McCourty up to make the tackle.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
Here we go.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Burrow will throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because...
And my goodness, another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Seahawks will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught inside the 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
Yeah, so the kickoff fumble, now great field position. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances.
And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Fields. And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Giants defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And the Seahawks come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can